everybody, and welcome to the Digital Today's podcast. I am Dave.
I'm Ron.
And Ron, today is the big Black Friday wrap-up show.
And my God, did you guys respond?
Oh my gosh, we have so much to go over in this show. It's not even funny. We just spent 40 minutes getting ready for this show. Opening tabs. I have 6 or 7 tabs open. Ron has 6 or 7 tabs open. We got stuff to read from Patreon. We got stuff to read from Discord. We got stuff to read from email. We got text line stuff. We have all the different Facebook groups. It is just nutty. You guys had a terrific Black Friday. I'm hoping the game developers did too. And we're going to talk all about it here. I'm looking forward to this one. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. My goodness.
So anyway, before we get going in this, let's talk about how you can get a hold of us here. Again, this is the Digital to Dice podcast. We talk about tabletop gaming, computer, sports gaming mostly is what it is. And here's the ways to get a hold of us. Digitaltodice.com is the website, digitaltodice.com. And that's where you can go and find out how you can listen to us and follow along on some of the other things there. Digitaltodice.com. 978-751-DICE. is the text line. digitaltodice@yahoo.com is the email. Facebook.com/groups/digitaltodice is our Facebook group. Come and join the chat over there. And if you'd like to support the show on Patreon, patreon.com/digitaltodice. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through a whole bunch of stuff that people got. And we're going to start with our Patreons, as we like to do, Ron. So that's where we'll start when we get going here. But before we get going into that, real quick, what we're playing here, and I know you want to talk about this for a minute.
I suppose I'm kind of obligated to talk about what happened at noontime today. I actually had probably of the end of my 6th year of doing a season-long replay project on my YouTube channel. We finished 1988 today. First time I'd ever gone to 7 games in a World Series. That's the good news. I got the Red Sox in the World Series, which was also pretty cool. And let's just say, Dave, that in the last 4 games of that World Series, the team that scored first lost.
Yeah, nobody could hold the lead in that series.
No one could hold the lead. So, and for the second time in Major League history, the home team won all 7 games. Now, fantastic World Series. We had a 15-inning game. We had a 12-inning game at Fenway. I had 1-0 games. I mean, it was everything you'd ever want a World Series to be. And if I wasn't a Red Sox fan, and if I hadn't been my senior year of high school that we were replaying, then I would have been just kind of over the moon for one team blowing a 5-run lead in the 8th inning of Game 7 of the World Series.
Imagine that, a 5-run lead. Wow.
So, as bad as 86 was, this would have been worse.
They had 2 chances, right? Because they were up going into Game 6 too, right?
And Lee Smith couldn't hold the lead in Game 6. Clemens was getting tired, so I put in the closer that we traded for that was supposed to help us win a World Series. And, so they lost. It was 3-2 was the final score of Game 6. And the Cincinnati Reds, God bless them, and the computer won a very impressive World Series. They won 7-5. They scored 7 runs in the 8th. It was a train wreck, and there is no move that you can make at that point that is the right move. And I honestly, at this point, I got a nap and feel a little bit better after what was that. To sit there and go, what would have I done differently? Bruce Hurst started. He pitched he got pulled in the 7th. Bob Stanley pitched the 7th, struck out 2 or 3, came in the 8th, started to get lit up, brought in Mike Boddicker because Boddiker's season was going to be done anyway. He had 60 pitches, and the pitcher spot, since we were in the National League, was going to be second in the inning in the 9th. So I figured I would just save Lee Smith. Boddicker, I don't think got anybody out, and Lee Smith just.
Well, let me ask you something here. So let's just say we turn back the clock. We're in 1988 in real life. This is the real series. It's in the 7th. The 5-run lead is dissolving.
Right.
Does Roger Clemens, who just pitched in Game 6, does he start warming up in the bullpen even if they tell him no? Do you think Clemens says, put me in, and he starts warming up? Or do you think he says, no, I pitched Game 6, I'm done?
I think if they needed him in the ninth, I think they would have told him to go out. I think it's absolutely desperation, last chance. I mean, they had.
But as it starts slipping away in that eighth inning, after they've got 3 runs up or 4 runs up, do you think it's like, Roger, get in there and get out of this inning?
No, because it's one of the weird things about what we do as opposed to real life is I don't know what the fatigue would have been. I had it all open, and at one point, I suppose you could go back and watch it. What it would have been. I think if you needed Clemens to have faced one batter, you might have done it. He might have used it for one batter, but their bullpen had been, Smith being the exception to the rule, the bullpen had been solid, and they had pitched a lot. That was a long series. We had a 12-inning game, and we had a 15-inning game. So that bullpen got a lot of work. If it had gone to the bottom of the ninth and they needed to get somebody out, maybe, because remember, there's no DH. And so you only got so many people. Here's the thing. The Red Sox only dressed 23 for that World Series. I didn't have much of a bench. Just kind of desperate times call for desperate measures. And so that's why I went with Boddicker in that situation, because he probably could have pitched an inning if he needed to. And again, when no one's getting anybody out, at that point, you're just, throwing stuff against a wall. This, to me, would have been worse than 86.
I have 88 in app. I wonder if I should play that series in app.
The Reds just, when they swept the Mets, they just did everything right. They did everything right. The Mets were heavily favored in real life to win the World Series. They couldn't get past the Dodgers. And then I never expected the Reds to sweep them. The Reds were good, but they weren't that good. And so, yeah, if it wasn't for the fact it was a Red Sox team from when I was a kid, that's just fantastic. In 2002, in real life, the Giants had like a 4 or 5 run lead going into 7th against the Angels and blew it, and then got beat the next night in Game 7.
Crazy stuff.
It's happened before, but
it breaks our heart. That might be a good topic for a show, is getting your heart broken on your tabletop or something like that.
It just was an amazing season, an amazing replay. I'm sorry it went so long. With all the construction going on in the building, which they're still not done, by the way. They have to go and replace all of our smoke detectors.
Oh, lovely.
Because there's no strobe lights. But yeah, it was all that in a bag of chips, but yeah.
Fun day. You won 7 games and Sox choked.
7 games, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a pretty realistic outcome as far as I'm concerned. Over here on my tabletop, I got Apple football back on the table. I was pretty excited about that, so I want to thank Bob again for giving me 1972. And I got some 1972 Apple on my table and showed it off. So I was pretty happy to play that, enjoying that. And then I went back to my 1979 season for baseball that I've been kind of using Digital Diamond to keep all my stats. I think I played 6 different baseball games with that.
Good.
So I wrapped up the regular season playing Pocket Pennant Run 2 to round it out. And then I went into my playoffs, and I'm using APA for the first round of the playoffs in the East. So I have Baltimore and the Angels going at it as they did in real life. And if you can believe it, as they did in real life in Game 1, it was 3-3, and we went to extra innings, and the Orioles ended up pulling it out with a walk-off in extra innings. So that's kind of how it went in real life. That's kind of how my Game 1 went. It was a fantastic 9th inning. I was streaming it live, and the 66 come up in the 9th inning, and it just blew me away.
That's the great thing about APA is that number is never bad.
Yeah, and I just can't believe that's happened with, and I won't give it away if anybody wants to go see it. Just watch the 9th inning. It was a fantastic, fun ride anyway there. So that's kind of what I've been playing, a little bit of APA back on the table, some Pocket Pennant Run 2 as I wrapped up that season. So anyway, without further ado, what do you think? Should we get into this or what?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Whew. All right, folks. So this is the Black Friday wrap-up show for 2024. Black Friday through Cyber Monday. It's all kind of one now. In fact, the sales started a week earlier. So they start earlier and earlier and earlier. Pretty soon, Halloween's going to kick off Black Friday. You know, this is kind of how we do it now.
Right.
So we don't have the big rush on Black Friday anymore. Some people did wait till Black Friday, and some people didn't. So I think what we'll do is we'll kick off what we got. How about that? And then, because we got a long show, so let's just talk about what we get, and then we can compare and contrast to what other people get. All right, so I'll open it up. Now, this was not on sale, but I did pick up some APA, and I did unbox it the other day, and I did get the 1985 football season for APA.
Nice.
And I enjoyed going through that and learning about some of the players and where they played in '85. So that was very, very enjoyable. And I also picked up the 1915 baseball season with the American, the National, and the Federal League.
Oh, all three leagues. Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I got it. Is they had the Federal League. You know me, I like my weird leagues and weird teams. So what I plan on doing is taking the top three teams, which I think is Boston, Philadelphia, and the Chicago Whales, and have them play in a little tournament.
Save the Whales. I like that, yeah.
Save the Whales. Let's see if the Whales can do any better than they were doing in my Action PC replay, because they were getting hammered. It was either Action PC or Strat. I bought that 1915 Federal League in a couple different places on the computer.
Action PC.
I think I have it on Strat too, but I did. Yeah, but I was playing an Action PC, and they were getting hammered. They were in last place. Like, oh boy, this ain't going too well. But I now have those in APA, so we can have some fun. I went through some of the teams in the Federal League. Holy cow, I love the nicknames. There's always a Doc. There's always an Iron Mike or an Iron somebody. There's a Wild Bill. It's so great to see the nicknames and all those guys. So that's one of the things I got. Let me just rip through mine and you go through yours. That way we can kind of get this thing moving here. I picked up some Payoff Pitch. I haven't unboxed it yet, so I don't want to show off what I got. I think one was in stock and one was on back order. Okay. So I did get some Payoff Pitch, and I'll show that off on the channel. I got a couple of blank mats from Inked Gaming. I think I got
nice.
I got a green and a blue, so I can use that for my backdrop here on the table. I do like having a mat on the table. It just, when your hands rest on it, they're not cold. There's a nice cushion there. Dice roll on it very well. And so I've been using my football field, but there's a lot of lines in the football field. So I just bought a blank green and a blank blue, and they were on a huge sale, so I did pick up some mats from Ink Gaming. Over at Play, I did pick up the 20 for 20. So it was the 20 football seasons for second season for $20.
What a deal.
Yeah, PDF. Couldn't let that go, so I did pick up that. I had a couple of the seasons already in that group. Of 20 for 20, I picked it up. I also picked up the 93-94 hockey season and the 66-67 hockey season in PDF, along with a bunch of the freebies. So I did get something over there at Play. Chris White over there at SVU Games, and he does all the APA envelopes. I ordered a bunch of stuff from him. I ordered another APA season through him, one that APA does not carry, by the way, and that's kind of how I do it. If the company doesn't carry the game, I have no problem picking it up somewhere else. And a bunch of envelopes and team cards and a whole bit, so I should have a good package coming in from him probably next week that I can open up. Downey Games. I like to support Downey Games. In fact, there's a lot of things I didn't necessarily need. I might not even play, but I like to support the developers and the companies and the people that do this stuff, and because I want to see them succeed and I want to see them go on. And it's like we have a lot of people that support us on Patreon and channel members on YouTube, and it's the same thing. As those people want to see us continue, and without the Patreon, we probably wouldn't be doing this show. It's too expensive for me to foot that bill every month. So with the Patreon people, it helps us keep the show going. You might not believe it, but it does. And we've been doing this now on year 6 right now. And without that Patreon support after year 1, we probably would have been one and done, just because I couldn't keep up with paying the bills. So they support us, and I in turn like to support the developers. So there's a lot of stuff I bought that I probably know I'll never play, but I just wanted to support it. And so over at Downey, I got a pretty good haul over at Downey. I got the Player of the Game basketball. That's kind of what I went heavy with this year. Player of the Game basketball. I got the history of the ABA. It was all 10 or 11 or 12 seasons. They had a pretty good sale on that. So not only do you get the bulk price, but then you get the 15-20% off price as well.
15% off, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a pretty good deal. And I also got 75-76 Player of the Game NBA, so I could play the Buffalo Braves. And I think the Celtics won it that year, so that should be fun. And 83-84. to go along with the 85-86 I had. So I now have three NBA seasons and the history of the ABA to play with player of the game basketball. I also picked.
Look up a game 3 of the, not right now, obviously, of the 76 finals.
I'll have to check that out.
You got Tommy Heinsohn in a leisure suit. They're playing Phoenix. The Celtics played Phoenix that year in the finals, and that one went to triple overtime.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, one of the longest games ever.
Yeah,
so
I'm hoping to play some more of that. What I want to do is I want to have a segment called Off the Wall Game of the Week and pick an off-the-wall game and off-the-wall teams. And I'm not saying that I won't pick an APA or a strat game either, just kind of pick a couple of crazy teams to play. But I just want to kind of do something different from time to time. It's kind of what my channel's always been about, is playing some of the different games and the different teams. So I thought picking up like the ABA and the 75 NBA season would be kind of fun to pull out some teams and play. I also picked up, if you can believe it, Momentum Football, which I think is my favorite Downey football game. They had a Canadian season. 2010 Canadian football season for Momentum Football. Now, it plays a little different. I haven't read the instructions yet, but I did pick up that. And I also picked up a Canadian season 1983 for Game-Winning Drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it said it's got its own instructions as well. So it's going to be kind of fun seeing how Canadian football plays out with some of these Downey games. And then to round out my Downey, I also picked up 1975 NFL for Game-Winning Drive. So that's kind of my Downey haul. Moving on. I picked up from a listener of the show. He bought 77-78 Hockey Bones from Drive Thru Cards, and he said he just didn't care for the game that much, and so I ended up he contacted me and says, "Hey, would you be interested in buying my set of cards, and here's the price?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, so I'll pick it up." I was looking at getting 77-78. He's not going to play it, and I was like, okay, so I'll pick them up. So I have 77-78 coming in for Hockey Bones. Season ticket football, Clay had a big sale, and I'm going to be picking up. The sale's still going on, so I'm going to be picking up a couple seasons. I have 76 in 2004 that he actually sent me for helping him with the game when we did all the play testing and showing it off. So I thought in kind I should buy a couple seasons. So I will probably pick up a couple more seasons tonight from him and get some season ticket football back here on the channel. Mm-hmm. And lastly, I have another package coming in from Victor, who's a new friend of mine on Facebook, and he's the one that made all those really cool stands that I'm using.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you know those 3D printed stands that I got? And
gorgeous,
I originally got them for Strat Hockey. I said, I want to get Strat Hockey back here on the channel. And I just haven't got there yet. But they work for everything. I mean, they fit the app of baseball. They fit everything I'm playing, and so I that's what I do now. I pull them out and I put them on the table and I slide the cards in and I use them. And so what he did is he updated how he's making them. So he goes, I'm going to send you out some for free because I was one of his first orders, and I showed him off on the channel, and I've been promoting his stuff because it's very good. And so he's sending me some more stands. So if I have more stands, I should be able to put all the Apple football up here now. Right?
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, because I told him, I says, I need a couple more for the Apple football. The baseball, I only need a couple, and the hockey, I'll need a few, but the Apple football, I need a lot of them. So he sent me some more, and they work terrific for that. They're lightweight, they're plastic, they're really cool. So yes. So that is that. So that was kind of my haul. I kind of went with more, and I got a couple more hats to show off on the channel here. That baseball website has a great sale on that, and I actually got some Digital to Dice merchandise too off of Cafe Press because they had a 50% off sale. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a Digital Dice hat and a shirt or whatever, and a mug. So I got a few things there, and I picked up a few things too for the Digital to Dice Con as giveaways or prizes or raffles or something too. So I kind of loaded up on that. So I was split between games, seasons, and kind of accessories type of things this year is what I did. So that was my haul this year. So what did you pick up, Mr. Jekyll?
Goodness gracious. I got from you for my birthday 2 Chris Wright seasons for his VSU Gaming. I got a 85-86 NBA and 92-93 NHL. And now that my baseball season's over, we'll be showing both of those off. I picked up Action PC Hockey 24. Downey, I hit hard. I got Main Event Boxing, which I've already done a video for on my channel, along with all the workbooks there. I mean, there are probably between the heavyweights and the 3 other books with weight classes, Dave, I bet there's 700 pages of PDF It's just pure ratings of boxers.
Wow.
Unbelievable amount of heft with that, and that plays really well. Picked up player of the game tennis.
Okay.
And 1995 men's ATP season, and I think everyone's been carded in that, and so I'll be showing that off at some point. Let's see, what else did I get? I'll be doing the some of the money I got from my mom for the Strat Windows roster sale. I haven't bought those yet, but I've put a few in the fill in some gaps I have in the basketball and baseball. For that, what else did I get? Solitaire. You got me also for my birthday. Solitaire Pro. I picked up 4 seasons for Solitaire Pro Football.
Oh, nice.
So I now have an uninterrupted run between 80 and 93.
Oh, nice.
I have all of those. I probably should get the Super Bowl set. I'm not sure how I'd play that because that's hard to do in the Pro Football Helper. So thanks to Mike for that. I got a great deal on that. Gosh, it seems like I got more than that, but for me, that was a lot to get. So a bunch of I picked up, I think before the sale, I picked up Player of the Game Golf too, but I think that was beforehand. So bunch of new stuff, and I'll be showing off some season ticket football on my channel. I got a 78 and 2021, which was the year that the Bengals, the other favorite team from my youth, made it back to the Super Bowl. And honestly, I think maybe the best non-Super Bowl playoff game since the catch, which was Buffalo and Kansas City.
Oh, jeepers, yeah, that ending was something else.
So be showing that one off soon. So, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff we both did, and looking forward to it. And I got to say, the boxing game, I did a show on depth of last weekend or whatever. It just really hits a sweet spot. It's a round by round as opposed to segment by segment. And so it just really, really hit very well. So,
yeah, you said you really liked that boxing game.
I really did, yeah.
So that was good. All righty, so let's move on to what you all bought. And let's see what we can do here. So we're going to
the Patreons, and I don't. So
yeah, I'm going to do the Patreons first. So let's go with the people on Patreon who are supporting the show. Now, these are just some of what I got. Some of these people also put some of their responses in other places, but we're just going to read right from the Patreon here. So, Hey Appa writes in. He goes, he got the Dynasty League Baseball Greatest Teams Volume 1, which is 32 teams and their ballpark charts. It's always fun to learn and play a new game during the Christmas holidays.
Yes.
Now, I have been talking to Mike on the email, and he is going to send me a demo review copy of that with the large and the big cards so I can compare and contrast the two.
Oh,
so once I get that in, we'll do an unboxing, and we're going to play some of the game. And that's one game I've always wanted to check out and play. And so he's going to send it to me with cards from each size so I can kind of look and see how the game plays. So we'll be showing that off here on the channel pretty soon. So that's what Hey Appa picked up. We have P-Bus66, and he says, hi, Dave. First, let me say how much I enjoy the shows that you and Ron do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful to know how many other guys there are in this hobby. He goes, I purchased 4 seasons of Strat baseball card, 2 seasons of payoff pitch, 3 seasons of inside pitch, and 3 free. Oh, yeah, because with inside pitch, if you order whatever,
it was buy one get one free.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes there. So you buy 3, and he would get 3 free. A few things from Play, including the baseball future set, 4 and baseball seasons, and 4 seasons from Replay PC. He wanted to buy more, but he had to stop somewhere. I hear you. I do. Replay Dugout. I got 2 seasons of Status Pro Advanced for Digital Diamond. That's fun. I haven't done the Status Pro Advanced yet. But
I think you would. I think
people
when Mark comes out with next year's version, you're definitely going to want to pick up a season or 2 because it will now play only in that if that's what you so choose.
Yeah, I did like that fact. So it was 77 and 84, 2 great seasons.
Good seasons, yeah.
And he also got 1977 for Action PC Baseball.
Nice.
Let's see here. Everett says, went to Downey Games. I'm glad to see people still playing the Downey games, and I'm glad to see that they're offering printed seasons again. I really am.
Yes.
He goes, got another expansion for time travel baseball. About 114 hitters from Buster Posey to Hugh Duffy.
Oh, okay.
60 pitchers from Bob Gibson to Sloppy Thurston. Also included 8 managers in 8 ballparks. So,
nice.
So that's what we got there on the Patreon. Moving over to Discord. Now,
okay.
So I think you can follow along with me on that.
Hold on, let me get that. I'll start
I know
there.
we have, I know, tabs open everywhere.
Let's see. Oh, my goodness. We'll start with Mitch.
Okay.
Okay, I got 2 new Diamond Gem sets from Strat. Those were the 2000s. And the 2 I was missing to complete his collection.
Nice.
I plan on doing a March Madness type tournament with the best 128 teams in baseball history. I also got some stuff from Downey, Player of the Game Golf with the all-time great set. That's what I bought, Mitch. I like that. Some Player of the Game college basketball sets. I miss those. And Final Score Hockey. He is super stoked.
Final Score Hockey is fun. I have that. I have that in Ultra Quick. They play a little bit different, and it is kind of fun. I think I actually bought the whole enchilada with Final Score Hockey. I think it was like
at some point I did too, and I lost it.
Oh, did you? It was like a $50 buy, and I forget how many seasons you get, but it was a sweet
It was
deal.
everything that had ever done.
Yeah, right up to
like
2013 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, and Andrew writes in. He goes, "I got second season, 1976." Final Score Hockey, the history of the WHA, which I also have, and I like that, and Main Event Boxing.
Yeah, I got a nice note from him on Facebook after he bought that. He's from Louisville, by the way, and so there's Muhammad Ali.
Nice.
Mr. Glenn Victor says, I went vintage this year and picked up 3 baseball seasons for Replay Baseball, PC 30, 38, and 57.
Well, that is pretty vintage. That is pretty vintage. Andrew writes in, I picked up Action PC Golf, a few courses, and the all-time great player set. I think I have the all-time great, too. You're going to have fun with that. There's a lot of all-time greats in there that you'll have some fun with.
David C. says, I purchased the following PDF games and seasons. The 1997 Women's WNBA set, 79-80 NBA set for SSG basketball, and the Negro League Stars set from Payoff Pitch. 7 CFL seasons for 49 On the Turf Football by Grant Fines. 57, 74, 77, 81, 93, 95, and 2000. Downey's Final Score CFL Deluxe set. Apparently, you got a lot of CBC in Rochester, eh? Downey's Final Score Other Pro Football League set. I wonder if that's like WFL and USFL and such. And Gridiron Wars Advanced and Fast Action Card set. And something I've never heard of before, Big Country Time Sports.
That's from Jason Graham.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's his new stuff.
And Off the Board Horse Racing Game Books. And Lulu.com was offering really good deals over the weekend.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Boy, he's got a whole bunch of stuff here. Let's see. Bernie says, I purchased 2024 Strat Basketball PC. And Play Bowl-A-Rama is what he got.
All right. Adirondack Gus says, well, for me, it was a tough decision. Did I want to go the subscription to Ron's OnlyFans page?
Now, what was your Black Friday sale on that?
What was my Black Friday sale on that? If you would put in Emily 13, you got 13% off. Watching my cat sleep. Didn't say it was an exciting OnlyFans page.
Doesn't have to be all bad.
It just is. It's just, never mind. I'm going to get into trouble if I go much further with that. But it was Emily 13, yes. or get some new seasons. And thankfully, Gus the Wonder Dog went with some new seasons over in Saranac Lake. 2 Action PC Baseball, 51 and 54. 2 football seasons from 49 Quick Decks. 98 NFL. That's an underrated season, by the way. That's the year that Minnesota went 15-1 and lost to Atlanta in the NFC Championship on the missed field goal. 2005 CFL, both PDFs, and the 59 baseball season from Dice Nuts.
Interesting. Roger writes in, he goes, I wanted to play some basketball in 2025. He goes, you can't go wrong with play. So we got the Highlight Maker Hoops and the Prime Time. plus the all-time franchise-great basketball team set.
That's a good choice, yeah. Alan M. from New Jersey says, I bought Solitaire Pro Football with the 2014 season. Looking forward to learning this game. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it.
Yes, yeah. I think he started playing it, too. It said it took him 3 hours for his first game. You'll cut that.
It'll get quicker, yeah.
Yeah, you'll cut that way down. You'll play once you get going, you'll be playing that in just over an hour. I think it's the quickest of the full-play football games. That's just me, but I think it is. Stovepipe writes in and says, I hit the play History Maker Golf, so another one for play. Downey games, he got Ultra Quick Tennis and Drag Racing. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a couple weird tennis and drag racing, you know. And he also picked up sumo wrestling.
That's Joe Bryant's game, isn't it?
Yep. And on the video game side, he picked up Draft Day Sports Pro Football on the Steam sale for about $6.
Dan V says, after mulling over a few things about Let's Play Tennis and the all-time great sets, was hoping for a sale by ASG, but George and Marianne don't do that. So, but that's a good set.
Yeah, no, David responded, said they might have a sale around Christmas time. So, so let me see. Going over here to Sweetest Jeff.
Yep.
Diamond Mine Baseball had a Black Friday sale. He did get one season and half off, so he got 77 and 94. And he mentions if Appa had a Black Friday sale, we would have purchased more seasons. Yeah, you and me both. He said a missed opportunity in their part. Yep, they're still going the old school way, but that's kind of how they do it.
Wolfie says, I got Football Manager 24. Football Manager 25 has been delayed till March. And he figured that Football Manager 24 would take care of that itch to play some Premier League soccer.
Yes, it will. Steeler fan, 77 and 23 football cards from Strat.
Nice.
And
those are the new ones from them.
And 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92 NHL seasons for Ultra Quick Hockey from Downey Games. Those are fun because the Ultra Quick Hockey is different than Final Score because you get all the individual players and you can get the time of the goal, I think, and all that stuff there. So you can really put together a fun box score in Ultra Quick Hockey.
Yeah. Colonel AFJB says, picked up the 92 season ticket football season, 2015 payoff pitch baseball, Inside Blitz 2023, and got the free Inside the Paint 23. Wow, free. Oh, yeah, because it was buy one, get one free. 23-24 basketball, and got the new fishing game from play.com along with a bunch of their freebies. And let's see if we got anything else on Discord.
Let's see here.
No, I think that's it.
I think that's it on the Discord. Yep, that I can see.
So thank you for the Discord.
Yes, so people in Discord, thank you so much. Let's go sliding over now.
Which one you want?
And we're going to go to the emails here. All righty.
Okay.
So let's go to emails. I'm going to start with Alan here.
All right.
For his Black Friday purchase, he goes, I bought Solitaire Pro Football in the 2014 season. Look forward to learning how to play it after I print out all those facts and cut them up. Yeah, you do the facts once and you're done. So, yes, you got to print out a bunch of FAC cards and cut them up. But once you cut them up, you're done. And I have a couple of sets that I bought, so I have 2 sets I printed and cut up. And, yeah, once you're done, you're done. And then and that makes the game move along. So, yes, congratulations, Adam. I think you're going to like that game. Let's see here. And Bob writes in, and Bob was the one that gave me 72 Appa.
Oh, hold on. I got the next. Charles? I got the emails open too, so.
Oh, okay. Well, let me continue on with Bob here.
Okay.
Let me continue on with Bob. He bought Stratomatic 7778 WHA.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
That was last year. That was the one for new season for this year,
I think it was. Yeah, I think that was a new one, yeah. He got the 1930s and the 1980s Diamond Gem sets. Loaded up on season ticket football seasons. Yeah, I was talking to him a little off to the side about season ticket football. He was one of the guys that was playing it at the Hall of Fame when I broke that out. It was him and Tebow and Eric, I think, were the people sitting around me, and I was showing them how to play. And within 2 minutes, they were playing that game. Like, wow, this is fantastic. So I'm glad to see people jumping on Clay's game like that. He also got Face to the Mat Wrestling and some of the PDF seasons, 2004 to 2024 season ticket, and the 1980 multi-sport PDF from Play Games. So
that was all four of their sports. Is that I saw that was there?
Yeah, he had the 1980 was kind of weird. It was like the whole shebang for 1980. It was kind of interesting.
There's been several people who've talked about doing just instead of just simming a sport, or that just doing a whole calendar year and all the seasons that go along with it. So that's kind of creative that they would offer that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. For Solitaire Pro Football, so another one for Solitaire Pro Football, nice. 69, 70, 75, and 78.
Nice.
There's some fun ones there for sure. And then Payoff Pitch Baseball, and he picked up 76, 77, 78, and 80. Oh, there's some good ones there for Payoff. I think I have, I don't have 76, but I have the other three. And most of these purchases were Dave's fault, not mine. That's what I'm telling my wife.
That's your story, and you're sticking to it.
That is my story, and I am sticking to it. All right. What do you got?
All right. Charles says, figured it'd be easier just to send it to you this way. So as he mentioned, I guess you've been talking offline with him, he decided to dip his toe into baseball sims, and he's picking up Payoff Pitch with the 72 and 83 with the splits.
Nice.
Also picking up the generic baseball diamond and green number set from Al Wilson. That's from 3D 6 printing or gaming. Now, the coolest thing about the story is our payroll department had promised us that our checks would be direct deposited by Thanksgiving and should be in our bank accounts by Black Friday. Guess what didn't happen?
Well, the check's in the mail.
Checks in the mail. I contacted both Joe and Al and explained the situation, and they both agreed to let me get the sale prices, even though he wouldn't be able to put in the orders until yesterday as we do this. How cool is that?
Yes.
And that really great. Is. Good job. Looking forward to give this a go. Let me do Michael here.
Okay.
Okay. So your partner in crime for digitaldice.con says, here you go. From Downey, player of the game, history of the ABA. Are you two like brothers from another mother?
When I saw this, I sent him a message on Facebook. I says, I got the history of the ABA too for player of the game. I think he got it first, and then I said, now I have to get it. So,
monkey see, monkey do. Along with 81 and 80, 81 and 82, 83 NBA seasons. You got the 2024 version of Fall Classic Baseball. From Strat Baseball, he picked up 41 and 61. From Play, along with Gloucester Foster being close.
Oh, boy, I'm going to have to go and sit down for this one.
Yeah, you got the pens ready here? He got the Scram Anthology, which is the one of the, I think it was like the Saturday or Sunday. They had the entire packages for all the fictional stuff for everything that they made. By individual sport was on sale for a great deal, and I think the Scram is 20 different seasons. So he picked up all for red, white, and blue racing, the 1981 MLB season for History Maker Baseball, 2024 Women's Pro Basketball for Primetime Basketball, Fishing Game with Extra Fishermen, the History Maker Baseball Leap 20XX set, the History Maker Baseball All-Time Franchise set, the History Maker Baseball Ballpark cards for free, Lacrosse Blast, which I believe hadn't been offered in a while, the 2006 lacrosse season, the 2024 lacrosse season for free. In Hockey Blast, he picked up 93-94. He got the 1980 bundle PDF set. He got the soccer bundle PDF set. He got the second season bundle PDF set, the 23 seasons for $20, and a pass for Play.con. And all that can be yours if the credit card is right.
Wow.
And plus, we're not extra TV bonus here. Dugout Steps game with the following seasons. Deep breath here, Ron. Deep breath. 1927, 1961, 1962, 1964, 1967, 1969, 1973, 1975, 1978, 1986, 1997, 2001, 2013, and 2018. Somebody is a Red Sox fan with some of those.
Well, the thing is with Dugout Steps, that's from FTP Sports, and they're the ones that have the rinkside hockey. So they had a monster sale where I think it was 50% off everything. So the game is $20 and it would have been $10 on the sale, and the seasons are like $9. So the seasons would have been $4.50.
Oh, that's a good deal.
So he picked up all those seasons, but they weren't coming in at like $90 seasons. These are all PDFs coming to him.
Oh, perfect.
And but he still picked up probably 10 or 12 seasons at $4 or something like that. So
great.
So that was a pretty good haul. So Michael, nice job with all that. Nice job.
I'll let you go to our own Facebook group while I read this last email.
Okay.
Brian Walder writes, hope you're having a great holiday season. Well, thank you, except for what happened today, but we won't talk about that. He was looking forward to see what we got. I got coal on my stocking. Lee Smith gave me coal on his birthday. For him, Action PC got some baseball and football seasons, the play sale, Hockey Blast, and the 23-24 cards, and some PDFs, including 93-94 hockey, and the 80s. This was different, or the Sports Time Machine set? Was that 1980 or was that something different?
No, they had a 1980s, like everything they had a 1980 season you got. It was like an across-the-board 1980s thing.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
All right, so that's what we had in our emails.
Yeah, so thanks everybody for emailing us as we got that there. So now let's go to our Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/digital to dice. And let's start there. And we got a lot here as well. We're going to start with Brian. Brian said, Play Games Fishing Game. Yeah, that was the new game from Play this year. And a lot of people really like what Play did this year. Last year, they kind of did a doorbuster's first come, first serve. And this year, they put everything on sale that was going to be on sale on Friday right through Monday. And then they had their 6-hour blocks from 8 to 2 p.m. on Eastern time. And whatever was on that sale, you could only buy at that time. But if you get in there at 1:59 p.m., you still would get it. And so you didn't have to sweat it out. You didn't have to rush and fight off old ladies. It just, if you got there in time, then you got it. And I like that better. That's a nice big window to go in and pick up something and not miss out. So
right.
So he got the fishing game and the 2024 WNBA cards for Highlight Maker hoops.
I'm loving to see so many people buying the women's stuff for the basketball.
Caitlin Clark effect.
Oh, my goodness. And Angel Reese is pretty good, too. Joseph Costa Jr. writes the entire set of season ticket baseball World Series sets in PDF. That's cool.
Nice.
Season ticket football 76 in PDF. Must be a friend of yours. And the printed 95 and 2024 CFL seasons for 49 Quick Decks football.
Fantastic. I like to see people buying Grant's game.
Yeah.
I still have his hockey game here. We're going to get him on the show. He's going to show me how to play it. And there's some other things I want to talk to Grant about, too, beyond just his game. So you're going to probably see him on a couple times this year if we can nail him down. And talk about his. I played his football game, love his football game, and the hockey game. I'm probably going to love it, and I'm holding off because I'm going to love it, and and I don't want to play something I'm going to love just yet because I have all these other games I want to play.
Yeah.
Retro Replays. MN says just purchased Status Pro Baseball Advanced 1941 and the Great Team set. And that's the only thing he picked up. But if you are happy, that's all that matters.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be a laundry list. Speaking of laundry lists, Joe Cards from the Staten Island Gaming Club. If you live in Staten Island and are interested in playing with other people, please get a hold of him.
He's coming to Digital to DiceCon. He purchased his ticket.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. So are we ready? And the answer is yes, we are. Here we go. I believe these are all from Play. Except for the last one.
I'm looking at the list here, and yes, you'd be correct.
69 for History Maker Baseball, 85 for History Maker Baseball, 98 for History Maker Baseball, the Ballpark Cards from History Maker Baseball, Fury Football International set, you probably should get that, Fury Hardball Expansion set, the Royal Rumble Bonus set, Hockey Blast All-Time Franchise Grades 2, 60-61, 81-82, 93-94. Really, a guy with a New York Rangers avatar bought the 94 season, huh? And 23-24 PWHL hockey set for Hockey Blast.
That was free. The 23-24 Hockey Blast women's set was free.
They're still streaming those for free on YouTube, by the way. That season just started. Second season Express game, along with 1940 and 1984, and 20 years of football. Again, what a deal. In the 80s Time Machine set, please don't use your Aquanet all in one spot. And the one lone thing that wasn't for Play, season ticket football, 2007.
The Giants, yeah. The Giants. The Giants.
Yeah, and nothing wrong with that.
All righty. So we got from Dave L. He writes in, he goes, I got the Play Games lacrosse sets. All right. Then he also got the 1915 Federal League Apple-like baseball cards from Chris White. So he'll be playing some Federal League as well. Let's see. Also, let me see here. He also picked up various league from Chris White for VSU Sports, including CFL, World Football League 74, WFL for 91, Continental Football League, that's interesting, from 69, and Celebrity Bowling cards, and Premier Soccer League 23-24. So
I just love the diversity of what people are choosing to play. It's not just with the companies, but with their, the Continental Football League.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Brad Church says Inside Pitch 57, 95, and 2021. Go Braves. 50 seasons for Action PC Baseball that were on sale, and Replay PC All-Time Franchise in 48, and Strap Baseball 1956.
All right. So he's
Brad, starting in January, we're doing that one at Action PC.
Really?
Yeah, that's the replay next year is 56. There were some good races that year, and it's also Mickey Mantle's Triple Crown year.
All right, let's get back here to the post here. Ryan writes in, Replay Baseball 52 and 53 seasons. Play Fishing, that was the new game, along with the pros to play with his son.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Let's see here. Lacrosse Blast with it 06 and 2024 NLL seasons. And he may still pick up Strat basketball in a season and give them a whirl.
I highly recommend it. It really is a good game.
Yeah, Ron likes that game.
Brian writes, Highlight Maker Hoops Prime Time with the 75 all-time players. Hockey Blast Express with 99 2000 season, and the women's PWHL season cards. History Maker Ballpark cards and season ticket football 86. I think played it quite well. Just going from
I'm keeping track of all this, and we'll add this all up at the end here best I can. Todd writes in and says he got the Diamond Mine Baseball with the 81 and the 99 seasons.
There you go. BJ writes, obviously the Play Fishing game in the Pro Fishers. Oh, obviously. 2024 WNBA set for their hoops game, and the WAF/XSE PDF set. Do you know what that is?
Oh, boy.
I know a lot of the acronyms, but you lost me there, BJ. But you know what they are. Some of the PDFs that were on the special deal thingy today at Play, which were some sample packs that he hopes they will eventually consider continuing outside of the holiday sale, because that was a terrific idea, and he is shocked that they didn't think about doing that before. And, of course, the freebies from Play.
Fantastic. Our friend Marco writes in, he got regular season basketball. 2010-2011 season. So regular season basketball is such a fun game. It really is. Then he also plays fictional college basketball set. The entire 2004 to 23 NFL set, the second season, 20 seasons for $20. That was the steal of the holiday season. I agree. I know a lot of people got that. So Marco got that deal as well as I did, and a few others. So nice job, Marco.
Oh, I mean, okay. Gary writes, I snagged a Play Fishing game, Hockey Blast, with the set that includes the 91 Stanley Cup Final, and he took a flyer on VSU, so Chris White's bowling, and some 1990 conferences, had your eye on a few other things but didn't pull the trigger, put that in the scorebook as an error.
Let's see here. Adam says he ordered season 4 of On Deck Baseball.
Okay.
That's a fun game. I need to pull that back out again. He goes, fictional stuff is great. Only on season 2, but hasn't slowed down. Should make it to season 4 by 2026. And he laughs at that.
He's still making the fictional stuff. I know he's been doing a lot with some real teams, and so glad that the fictional is still going on for him.
Yep.
Tony B says, I've been really into Action PC basketball lately, so I picked up 61-62, one of my favorite seasons of all time. Tony. 2006, 2007, and 2009, 2010, plus the freebie collection of 70s All-Star games. He already replayed Wilt's 100-point game and finished with 82 points and 31 rebounds.
Wow. Nice. Let's see. Gary writes in and says, I got my first couple of seasons of shootout hockey. Fantastic.
There you go.
So he picked up 85-86 and the 72-73 WHA season. A couple of good ones there.
Nice.
That WHA season is fun to play. Any WHA season is fun to play. He got his first payoff pitch set, 1982. And had some money on Steam and picked up Digital Diamond.
Good choice.
Yeah, so it's nice to see people picking up Digital Diamond on that one.
Arnold, one of our regulars in our live streams, picked up Solitaire Pro Football Super Bowl set. It's a 300-page PDF, by the way. History Maker Baseball, Franchise All-Star set, and Franchise All-Stars expansion set.
Well, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Brian writes in, and he says he got 4th Street Software, the 22-23 season set, Easy V. I'm not sure, he didn't say if it was what season that was. It could have been for hockey or football, but he's got the easy version of 4th Street Software.
Jamie, who just came out with a brand new edition of Sports Games Journal. Action PC Basketball, along with 2024 WNBA. I picked that one up too, Jamie, when I bought the game. I think purchasing the WNBA season is required this year, which is why I got it, Jamie. Great minds think alike. And finally took the plunge and got PC Replay Baseball, and will pair it with the 1985 season.
That's fun. Yep, the Replay Baseball and basketball games are super fun.
Yep.
Jeff says, I purchased the 1908 season from Replay Games.
Ooh, there you go.
I have that in APA. I've pulled that a couple times out.
Did you know that there was actually just a fast action card version of Replay Basketball? I think it's if you buy the printed thing. I saw that the other day. Someone was posting that on one of the Facebook groups. It might be, just something to think about. Edward writes, new copies of Red, White, and Blue Racing and second season Football Express, the new fishing game, and the Extra Fisherman. Lots of PDFs, including the prize of the sale, the 1940 NFL season for second season.
That was free. Yep, that was free.
Wow. 73-0 in the NFL championship game. All in all, spent over $200 on play, and most of it. Okay, all in all, spent $200. Okay. All
righty, so let's go to Richard. He says, I love Inside the Paint computer basketball. I do too. I just don't know how to play the basketball that well. It's not as the hockey game. It changes the lines for you, and basketball doesn't do that. You got to do everything manually. But the game itself is still super fun. So he got the Inside the Paint computer basketball. He already had several seasons, but bought all the remaining. So he bought 21 seasons, pro and college, and got 21 seasons for free. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Seriously. You know, you take a big chunk, but it's a 50% off sale, and you get 42 seasons.
That's great.
Oof, that's the way to do it. Nice job.
I hope you enjoy it.
And he also purchased Data-Driven Football computer game and got a couple of seasons for that.
That's the modern version of Pay Dirt.
Okay. Kevin writes, season ticket football with 99. He plans to replay the 99 Titans season and the Super Bowl between the Titans and the greatest show on turf. Love the Aaron McNair, Eddie George, and Frank Wycheck Titans. Also picked up Replay Basketball, PDF, and the physical game. Oh, nice. PC Replay Basketball and the All-Time Greats Volume 2 season of both the PC and the printed card set. Still waiting on the printed version, but already have printed the PDF version, and it's great. That's Kevin is the one. I think that was actually showing off the fast action cards for that. PC Replay Basketball is great. It is a great replication of cards and dice, just like the baseball. Finally, he picked up another Apple horse racing game and a couple seasons off of eBay. Going to replay as much of Seattle Slew's career as possible. Fantastic. Brent writes in and goes, play History Maker Baseball with the 24 and 73 seasons. Highlight Maker Baseball, Hockey Blast Express, numerous PDFs, Solitaire Pro Football. Thanks, Ron. So he thanks you for Solitaire Pro Football.
You're welcome, Brent.
Super Bowl teams in 60 and 63 for that. Downey Main Event Boxing. Thanks, Ron.
You're welcome.
Greatest Version 1 and Downey MMA.
Nice. Mark bought the 2014-15 NHL season for Action PC Hockey and 2 golf courses for Action PC Golf.
Nice. Bill writes in from Play. I got Hollymaker Hoops Prime Time, or History Maker Hoops Prime Time, the basketball game, and the mat 2024 Women's Pro Set, the 23-24 English Pro Soccer League Set, PDF, the 2024 In-Season History Maker Baseball Set, PDF, the 1993 Pro Hockey Set, PDF, like I got, the free 2024 Women's Pro Hockey Set, PDF, and the free History Maker Baseball Stadium Set, and the free 1940 Pro Football Set.
That's awesome. Sean, who's a rising contributor, says in regards to Sim Sports, he got the 74 season for Action PC Baseball, 1990s Harness Racing Yearbook for Horse Racing from Roberto Savini, and 1979 for Game of Dice Baseball.
Game of Dice Baseball, interesting. So it's you got Roberto Savini too. That's kind of cool. Let's see here. David posts. He goes, I posted this elsewhere, but just in case, here's my wallet thinning report. I didn't expect to go for any Black Friday sales. At least until I started looking at Chris White's latest APA-compatible card sets. He's got a lot of APA-compatible sets. He really does. Go
They're
check.
Gorgeous too.
Yeah, VSU Sports. Go look that up. It led me to my For When I Retire haul. You know, I've been doing my For When I Retire haul for a few years now, David, so we're in the same boat. Minor League Baseball great sets.
Oh, nice.
1970 Pacific Coast League featuring the Hawaii Islanders, one of the great minor league teams. WFL 74 and 75. Yep, I've seen those. I was looking at those myself. USFL 1983, so that would be for APA football, those 2 sets, or 3 sets. It was a bit of an indulgence, but with the 3-year phase into retirement in the works, I decided to go for it. Yeah, that's the way to do it. It really is. So congrats on some of those that you're doing. So good to see that.
I think Al Michaels did some work out in Hawaii with the PCL. I know he was on an episode, did a guest shot on Hawaii 5-0.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I'm going to skip to Keith.
Yep.
Ordered 1923 Negro League season. First day with that new tongue, Gardner. From Replay so my wife can give it to me for Christmas. Aren't I thoughtful?
What a great guy.
What a great guy. What a wonderful wife he has.
He's so thoughtful. He really is. You know, he just must love her to death. He spoils her like you spoil Sarah.
And hey,
did you get Sarah the large fry tonight for dinner?
From Mickey D?
Yeah. I mean, did you splurge on her? It's Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Get her the large fry. Come on.
That's right.
Come on.
And the McCoffee.
Wait, let's continue on here. We told you this was a long show. This is I don't know about you, Ron. I'm enjoying this.
This is great.
This is kind of like when you were a kid. You call up your friends and say, "What did you get for Christmas? What did you get for Christmas?" And you're explaining it, and you're bringing the toys over to the other guy's house, or the new shirt, or whatever it is. I love this. This is great. All right, this from Tom. This past Black Friday weekend was my first for 3 sales. I try to control myself. Tried being the key word.
Yeah. From this list, there wasn't a try there.
Solitaire Pro Football.
Yes.
So another great game. This Solitaire Pro Football with 5 seasons and 2 extra fast action card decks. That's the way to go. Get a couple of decks, print them out, cut them, and you have them. It's fantastic. I would love to see. Although he does, each deck is different. I was going to say, I'd love to see if he could, if Mike would go over through, like, drive through cards or somebody, so you could get like a really, really nice set of cards instead of having to print them yourself. But every deck is different, so I don't know if that would work. But it'd be fun to see to have those. Yeah. Imagine those cards, Solitaire Pro Football fast action cards done up through drive-through.
Gorgeous. Oh my, just so gorgeous.
Gosh, yeah, that would be fantastic. 7 seasons of Status Pro Advanced for use in digital to diamond baseball. So we're seeing a few of those.
Yeah, great.
Playmat from Inked Gaming for use with the APA Hockey and Hockey Blast. Thanks, Dave, for the playmat image. Yep, no problem.
Send them?
I don't know if I sent them the blank one or if I sent them mine, but it was, and they have a generic one too for hockey as well. So they have a generic hockey one that you can use. He ordered 8 card holders through through Victor. Fantastic. Yeah, the card through Victor Wenzel, great. If like I said, I did a video on it and I put his email in it. So go to my YouTube page and look at the review I did for his holders. They're great. He's got 3 sizes. One that like holds 1 strat card, one that holds 2, and one that holds 3. Now these are strat cards, the tall, wide ones there. Yeah, tall, not so wide. But they fit everything. They fit payoff pitch. They fit APA. Every card that I have, it fits. Because they're just holders, and they lean back, and oh man, they're great. So I'm glad you got some too, Victor. Then through play.
Oh my goodness. Gloucester Foster 2-hour delay.
Yeah, he also got the 1940 PDF football that was free. He got the 20 years of football for $20 for the PDF. 1973 PDF for second season. He got the free women's hockey season for Hockey Blast. The real-time pro fishing game with the Fishing Pros. He also got the Hockey Blast game and Hockey Blast Express game with the mat. Nice. That's great. For Hockey Blast PDF, 74-75, great season. The 93-94 season, the new one they come out with. And also, he picked up that 1980 Sports Time Machine PDF with all the seasons from all the games from 1980. All I can say is, you guys are a bad influence.
Yep, we are.
Sorry. Happy holidays and keep up the good work. I enjoy every episode of the podcast. Tom, thank you so much. And I know you're going to love all that stuff that you got. Congratulations.
John, congrats to your Reds. No, seriously, congrats to your Reds. Nothing exciting here. I already have way too much to play. Trying to keep in line with my desire to replay every season in Action PC Baseball, starting with 1972 a couple years ago as the 50th anniversary. And having replayed 74 this year, I purchased 75, 76, and 78 to complete your 70s collection.
Nice.
You mentioned that John's a Reds fan. It'll come in handy also for the cross-era draft league that he's in.
All right, John writes in.
Oh, my word.
Oh, man, this is going to be a good one here. All righty. I'm knowing now he's got this laundry list, and he goes, I know I'm going to forget some, but here goes. Oh, my gosh. This is great. All right, so Status Pro Hockey base game. So he's got the Status Pro Hockey with the 28-19 season. Stratomatic Baseball 1984. I almost pulled the trigger on that, and I didn't. And also 11-12 Stratomatic Hockey. Payoff Pitch 81 and 83. And then from Play, he got some envelopes.
Yep.
He got the Play.com pass. All-time franchise baseball greats. 93-94 hockey. 23-24 hockey printed.
Nice. History
Maker Baseball replacement book. History Maker Baseball card ballpark cards. I think they were free on the PDF thing there. 1980 PDF sports pack. Everyone loves that 1988 across the board sports pack.
What a great idea.
That was. Play did a terrific job this year with this sale. And that's why they're leading in our poll here. 2014 Super Soccer. Second season football, he got the 20 pack for $20.
Yeah.
The 2024 Women's Pro Hockey, that was another freebie from Play. The 1940 football, which was free. The 1993 Hockey Blast, the PDF. The History Maker ballpark cards. And then he got from 49 sports games. All right, way to go, Grant. Grant, good to see Grant getting some love over here. For the NFL, 80, 2001, 19, 21, and 23, and 1974 for CFL, and then hockey individual cards 80, 81. So good stuff there.
And a pass to Digital Dice Con.
Yes. Yeah, he just picked that up as well. That just came in this afternoon, I think. So
okay. Yeah, 3 hours ago. Robert, I overspent History Maker Baseball and the Express, 2024 Women's Tennis Stars, the All-Time Greats Collection, Hockey Bones 23-24, and some other junk too.
Nice. I'm interested to see what he thinks about Hockey Bones. It's very similar to APA. It just in ways it's a little simpler. In ways it's a little more difficult. In ways it flows better, and in ways it doesn't. So I'm interested to see what he thinks of it.
He just did Strat Hockey on his channel. That's RJL.
Yeah. He has APA. He has played APA Hockey in his channel. Now he played the Strat, and now he's going to try Hockey Bones. So those are the kind of the big three, I would say, for long play hockey games.
Yep.
So hopefully one of them, he will like one of them. I'm hoping he does. Matt writes in and says, picked up Replay Basketball with the 79-80 season. So that's another good one there. So another check mark for Replay. Wanted to try the basketball game since the baseball game may be my favorite tabletop sim. I think you find that if you got a game that you like and they have another sport, they're probably pretty similar. And so I'm hoping you're really going to like that. Let us know, Matt, too, by the way, after you get it in and played it, what you think and if it was what you thought. I happen to like Replay Basketball on the computer. I think it's one of my favorite basketball games to play. I love that blue die. When you roll that blue die that kind of decides whether the shot is good or no good or who gets the rebound. It is a super fun game to play. And Ron, I venture to say that PC Replay Basketball is, to me, I feel that is one of the PC games that plays the closest to the tabletop version of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I had to pick one game that played almost identical to the to the tabletop game, it would be Replay PC Basketball.
Yeah. That's Magic and Larry's rookie year, by the way, 79-80. That's a good season. Michael says, I ended up getting games from Roberto Chavini, some dice sets, including the Olympics and wrestling games. Good prices given.
Nice. Tyler writes in, he got Al Wilson's 3D printed football field. Oh, I love that. Tyler, let me know how much you love that, because I love mine. I do.
There's no way I could ever use it, but those things are gorgeous.
You know what I use mine for? So I have the baseball and the football one. And I even got the Canadian football one, and I'm probably going to get the hockey one at some point, maybe before Christmas.
Should.
Yeah. So the only thing is that I use the helpers for most of my hockey games, so I wouldn't use it much. But if I ever did like a shootout, or there's a couple other games I can play that I could just kind of use it for a scoreboard or something for a visual display. Yeah. Even Stone Cold Hockey would be another good one to have, as well as shootout hockey. So those would be the two I would probably use it for. But the football one, it's so awesome that you can keep track of where the ball is, the time on the clock, what down it is, the score. It's all lit up. It just looks so good. And the baseball, I used that the other night for my baseball game, and you see what inning it is, you get the score, you see how many outs, how many men on base. It's just a fantastic visual for your tabletop. It really is. And people like Al have done, Victor as well, have done some fantastic things for the tabletop community as far as, making things to make your tabletop more fun and more interactive. Instead of just having a pen and paper, you got something physical to look at. And it works great for us streamers. It really does. But even when I don't stream, sometimes I pull it out and play it. Because when I play football, and I, whether I stream or not, that's what I use. Unless I'm playing a season that I need stats, so I'll use the Pro Football Helper. But if I'm just playing a one-off, or I'm just kind of having some fun out there, that's what I use. And it's way better than pen and paper. It really is. You can visualize where the ball is and what's happening. At least I can. I like to have my stuff on the table. And so, the 3D6 gaming stuff, if you haven't checked it out, 3D6-gaming.com, I believe, is the website. And hit the printed button, and that'll bring up all the stuff that he does. And he's got the numbers that you can buy, and I think you're going to love it. So, So congratulations on that title. Okay, so he also went to play, and he went all in and got the Scram Anthology that someone else got as well. Yeah. Yep. Let's see, what else did he get? That was for Red, White, and Blue Racing. Dodgeball he got from Play. And his favorite and last purchase was he got the 20 for 20 seasons for second season as well. So, yep.
Skip and Jeffrey, because we did him already. So, CK Paul, my list, Vans games, which I'm not real familiar with. Heroes of the Short Track Deluxe with a no-name sprint car set. I'd be curious to know a little more about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that myself.
Played games, Red, White, and Blue Racing with Playmat in 2002 season. And he's still looking at some payoff pitch or bank shot basketball, plus some Stone Cold Hockey that he hasn't quite purchased yet.
Oh, nice. Good to see some bank shot basketball and payoff pitch here on the list.
Yeah.
And also Stone Cold. So, Stone Cold Hockey is so fun. All right. Let's see here. Kevin picked up 3 seasons for season ticket baseball.
Nice.
Yeah. I need to put that back on the channel. I haven't played that in quite some time, but that was one. Those, I think, are some of the best looking cards. Clay designed a fantastic looking baseball card. I think they're my favorite looking cards as far as layout goes for any game that I have as the season ticket baseball ones. So he picked up 85, 2002, and 2010. He also got 3 seasons of season ticket football. Nice to see people doing that. 78, 94, and 23. And then his play order: red, white, and blue playmat in the 92 season, the leap season for History Maker Baseball, the fishing game, and 2025 Pro World Golf Tour set.
Nice.
So he's got some good stuff there.
So from the Sports Sims and Replays group, Brian says, I got a bunch of tiny bottles of jam for cheese pairing. They got me stopped by TSA. Oh, you mean sports games? Yes, sir, Smarty. We meant sports games. I thought this was my miniature food group for a minute. Leave the travel bottles for the booze later, okay? Got the Leap set from Play and the complete History Maker Baseball franchise sets. That's you got that group. You got that one?
No, I don't. Why don't you go ahead with that?
All right, these are the end of it. Pesky Poll wrote 1947 PC Replay Baseball. He just finished 1941, by the way.
Really?
He did that season. Yep, and 6970 PC Replay Basketball.
Nice.
David writes, play History Maker Baseball full game, express and franchise set. Finally took the plunge into History Maker Baseball. Bolorama, the WNBA 24 season, the 1980 Omnibus set, which is, by the way, NHL, NFL, golf, PBA, and MLB. That's a good deal. Soccer Blast playmat, a few freebies. I'm retired and still don't get enough time to do everything that I want to do. Eagle Fan Dave says the all-time franchise sets for History Maker Baseball. Bruce, this might be a clean sweep for Play, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Bruce, History Maker Hoops and Highlight Maker Hoops, HMP, right? That's Highlight Maker, prime time.
Yeah.
With 73, 74, and 85, 86. Got both the playmats, both Celtic championship seasons. Bob, History Maker Baseball, all-time franchise, greatest players, fast action cards, ballpark cards, trading card QR. Okay. Second season, the game, and the all-time franchise PDF, a hockey blast. The game, franchise grades 1 and 2, HTIG. Is that, international?
Maybe, yeah.
Right? And franchise grades 3 in the PDF, 6667, which you picked up. PDF and Highlight Maker Hoops, the 2024 women's season in the PDF. JT Dutch, I just got some Strat PC historical seasons. Already have most everything else I want for the games that I play. And Justin, last but not least, Hockey Blast Express with the mat and second season.
Nice. I got a couple more over here, Ron, that I'm going to get to here. On the Payoff Pitch community, so obviously this would go to Payoff Pitch. Larry said he ordered the 1977 season for Payoff Pitch. This particular season looked like it could be fun set to play with. So looking at that one there, I know I have 77, and I that's a fun season. What was I playing that with? I pulled that out. I was playing that somewhere. And so I'm looking at the APA site now, and I posted something on the APA games, but I'm going deep. I don't think I'm going to find it. There was a couple people that wrote in, but I don't think I'm going to find it here on the site because there's a lot of posts on there ahead of mine. So I don't know if I can find it here on the thing real quick. If I go to my content, let's see what I got here. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Nope, didn't get any responses over there. So now we're going to head over to Play. I know I got something on Play over here. So that'll be another check mark for Play, who's going to win our Black Friday show by a landslide.
Won the show.
Yeah, so let's see what I got here. Oh, we got a lot here. So I'll just read these off real quick, Ron. And I apologize if we have any repeats here. Okay, so a couple people here that have already posted in, so we're going to go right by them. Philip Reynolds, friend of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good, Philip. So he got What did he get here? He got the 20XX Leap set for History Maker Baseball. He also got the Express game from Play, normally $21 each for $60. Oh, all the Express games. Okay, good for him.
I think that was one of the bundles.
Yeah, then he got the freebies, the 1940 football, 2024 lacrosse blast season, and then the ballpark. So we got all that. Joe B, he got the 72-73 WHA season, 1920 Hockey North America, and the 2024 PWHL season for Hockey Blast.
Nice.
Dowell writes in, he got the 20 for 20 football PDF, 20 seasons for $20 for second season. He got the Football America 2024 PDF and 2025 Wrestling Federation America PDF. He goes at 50% off. It was a steal. Love the Black Friday episode. Keep up the great work, fellas. Oh, Daryl, thank you so much for writing in.
Thank you.
Steve writes in, you got the 20XX Leap cards as well, the fishing game, plus the expansion, 1974 WLAF, 2014 Soccer Pack, the fictional Smorgasbord. They had a fictional Smorgasbord set as well. And all the freebies, the 1940 NFL, 2023 PWHL, and History Maker baseball cards. Successful holiday sale, 2 exclamation points.
Yes.
Yeah. Keith writes in, 2004 to 23 second season PDF. That's the 20 for 20 plus the free 1940 NFL season. Scott writes in, Lacrosse Blast Express. So they brought the Lacrosse Blast back, and I think it was kind of a hit this season to bring that back, because a lot of people picked that up.
Probably bring it back in some sort of printed form. I think after this, I think they do a lot of testing about what people want, what they don't.
Yeah, let's see if they do that, but a lot of people are picking that up. Plus the 24 PDF season. He got the fishing game as well. Awesome sale, and I'm glad I was finally able to get Lacrosse Blast, so congratulations, Scott, for picking that up. It was run much better this year, as last year was a little frustrating to have something upon checkout and to literally have it snatch out of your cart. Yes, I think they tried something last year. It worked for some people, but not for everyone. This year, I think everyone went home happy.
They did great this year.
Yeah. Randy picks up second season football game with 73, 1940. Also the Cold Snap football game and Cold Snap Express, along with the 2015 Cold Snap season, plus 2024 WNBA. Let's see here. Okay. All right, so
another laundry list?
No. So this was a funny one. So LaFrance writes in.
Okay.
Let's just say, Ron. Let's just say, my wife was not very happy with me, and told me I purchased all of my Christmas presents for the year. After 17 years of marriage, I'm stuck now wondering if she's the one. That's a terrific one. I love that. That was a funny one there. Jeff writes in, the fishing game is fun, so great for him.
Yeah.
And Bob writes in, what did I get? I just got his printed products in today. The 20XX Leap set for History Maker Baseball, Soccer Blast, the FLOTA set. And for PDF, he got the 1980 Time Machine set, the 20 for 20 football, 2024 lacrosse, the History Maker Baseball Stadium cards, and also the fishing game. Jen Chris writes in, I ordered Lacrosse Blast, so another Lacrosse Blast. I have a copy, but it's old, and the new copy has the 24 teams, so we got that. I also ordered men's and women's pro tennis sets, all for Christmas, and picked up PDF of WNBA women's hockey in the 19th, all the free stuff that he got as well. Kevin says, I'm in the minority here, but I escaped, and he does mean escaped, with just the Play.com pass. So good for him. And he says, it was tough to pass on some of those items, but I just kept reminding myself of the pile of unplayed games I bought at the previous sales. The pile of shame? Are you talking about the pile of shame?
It's the stride of pride. What do you mean?
Maybe next year I'll finally cave and grab lacrosse. Let's see here. Scott says you got the 3D package. And S.J. Walker says you got the fishing game, Highlight Maker Hoops, with a 22-23 WNBA set, 2014 Soccer PDF Bundle, Roller Rumble in the Extra Skaters, Draft Duel, and Myth Mash. Not a sports game. You got the course collection for History Maker Golf, course collection 16. Okay. And he says, along with some of the freebies that he got. John writes in, the free 1940 second season PDF. He also picked up 57 second season, 20. Oh, he got the 20 for 20 as well. The 2024 WNBA PDF, 89-90 NBA PDF, and the 07-08 NBA PDF for the basketball game. He got that 1980 Time Machine Sports Pack as well, and he got a couple of the few other things, including, and he also got 59 History Maker Baseball print, and the MLB All-Time FG Extras print as well.
Okay.
And Marty says, just a fishing game and the fictional pros. So he did that. I did forget a couple people over here on YouTube, and then that should conclude our show here. But over here, Matt, who I met in Ohio, and we had a great time. We went out to dinner. Oh, my gosh. We laughed so hard, the bunch of us at dinner, that I think it was a Saturday night that we went to dinner. And that was such a good time. Tebow came with us, and Eric and Bob and Mike. That was just, we just laughed and laughed and laughed at that dinner. That was so fun. I'm sorry, I'm going off here, reminiscing. And he says, Dave, I love your enthusiasm. He goes, I went the APA route as well. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Then he went to the APA route there. 66-67 hockey and 88-89 hockey. I do, however, blame you and Tebow watching those old videos of how to. It really gave me the APA hockey bugs. Oh, Matt, I'm hoping you enjoy the APA hockey. I think he swapped me out the APA football.
Okay.
Is what it was. So he does like the APA stuff. I think we swapped out football and baseball is what we did. And Gandalf says, he goes, I purchased the rinkside hockey. And I should have pulled the trigger on that wrong, because it would have been $20. I should have got it, but boy, I tell you, the more I look at that game, it's so involved. And even though I'm a hockey guy, I don't know if I want to get that involved.
I said you a sample to see if you.
I just like to read the directions to see what I should have bought it for $20, but it's one of these things. I bought so much else.
Venture to guess that if you asked, he'd probably sell it to you for $20.
Yeah, I hate to do that with a PDF, so I'll probably wait till the next sale and pick it up. But I just like to kind of read on it. I just should have got it and just supported the company. But I don't know if I can do that. And he said, and later on he comments about that. But he said he purchased the ringside hockey, which I'll never play. Yeah, so he got it. I kind of talked to him.
It's important to support these companies.
Yeah, it is. It is. He sent me a picture of some of the cards and some of the things. I'm like, oh boy, there's going to be something else. He also purchased Fury Hardball in all the expansions. So that's the baseball game of play. I have the Fury Football, which I really like, and I did get the expansion for that. I was going to buy some of the PDF expansions for that, Ron, but those cards are full of color.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous. Yeah, so those are something I'm going to get with print. So I should have got the print, but I didn't. I was like, I bought the expansion, so that gives me something to play with.
I'm going to run out of time here in any minute. So
all right. He also bought Main Events Boxing Set 1, 2, and 3.
You're welcome.
And heavyweights from Downey Games. So there is that. And let's see here. 5 and 2 ball says I got Strat Football with the 72 season. And I think that wraps up everything here that I can see.
Wow.
So, about an hour and 22 minutes here on the show.
The fact it took us about 40 minutes to put everything together so we could read all this.
Oh, yeah, that was something else. And,
so what were the final numbers for companies? Everyone bought play?
Yeah, my loose tally here, there was well over 30 people, maybe close to 40 that listed that got play. Nice. In second place, I think it was Action PC. And they were tied with Strat. So Action PC and Strat were tied for second place.
Okay.
Right behind them was Payoff Pitch.
Good for Joe.
Yep. And then I think tied after that was Downey and Solitaire Pro Football.
And people picked up Grant's stuff, too. There was quite a few that picked up.
Grant was right behind them, right behind Season Ticket Football and Baseball.
Nice.
So, looking at my list, so Play was the clear winner this Black Friday. Stratton and Action PC were right behind that, tied for second. And then looking here, Downey and Solitaire Pro Football, they come in next in the group. Good. And followed by Payoff Pitch. And then Solitaire Pro Football, and the 49 games, and the SSG, which it's still Joe Bryan, but I had that separated from Payoff Pitch Baseball. So that was the sumo wrestling and the basketball. There was a few in there as well.
Yep.
And Chris White, his VSU games in his catalog did okay as well, along with Status Pro. So. Yeah,
and all of these are small businesses, by the way. So, Small Business Saturday, which was a couple of weeks ago, and all that, all the money is for small businesses, which is great.
Yep. So that is all that. Whew. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a long one, but it was fun reading what everybody got. And
it really, as you said, it's like calling up your buddy's Christmas afternoon and going, "What'd you get? What'd you get?"
Yep. So a lot of PDFs, but there's a lot of stuff that was printed too. So I know I have some stuff coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I have an unboxing to do, maybe 2 unboxings in the next few days. I have some things that come in, and not all of it was gaming stuff, but I have some stuff I need to show. I like to do unboxings when I get different things in. Mm-hmm. So that is that. But anyway, all right. So that will wrap it up. Holy cow. So I think that was episode 246, Ron.
And 7 and 8 and 9, I think, too. But
yeah. So last week was the annual Black Friday show, and this is the annual Black Friday wrap-up show. And so, again, we'd like to thank everybody that wrote in and got their stuff in. And every year just grows and grows and grows, and it's fun. And
it's phenomenal. It's just absolutely phenomenal.
So we want to thank everybody that did their purchases and supported the developers in our community. I know Ron and I did our part to try to support developers. And again, we want to thank everybody that supports us here on our show. So I know we don't sell anything but our podcast and try to keep you entertained. But everybody that is a Patreon or a channel member, we thank you for helping us keep this going for so many years, and we hope to keep it going for quite some time after this. Yep. So, all righty, let me hit the music and we'll fade out. Here we go. So you've been listening to episode 246 of the Digital to Dice podcast, the big Black Friday wrap-up show. And boy, did we have a wrap-up show this year. Ways to get a hold of us, digitaltodice.com is the website. 978-751-DICE is the text line. digitaltodice@yahoo.com is the email. If you'd like to support the show over on Patreon, patreon.com/digitaltodice. And don't forget, the Digital to Dice Con 25 tickets are on sale. We've already got, I want to say 8 or 9 people that got their tickets in. Yeah. So we're trying to get an idea if we can pull this thing off, and we're off to a pretty good start. Tickets are normally $80. They're on sale from Cyber Monday through Christmas for $65. So you can save yourself $15 if you grab an early ticket. There's a lot of familiar faces on that list that have bought tickets already, so I can't wait to see all these people in May in Connecticut. That wraps up the show here. Ron, thanks for joining me.
As always.
And I'm going to go and... I don't know what I'm going to do next. So many good games people got. Now I want to go get some more.
I'm hopefully going to eat some dinner soon.
Yeah, me too. I'm getting hungry.
But thank you for sharing that. That was really fun. Yeah. We really appreciate that.
Was another fun one. So, and if we missed anybody, sorry. We tried to get everybody, but boy, I tell you, we had people from all over the place writing in, and we tried to get as many as we could. Yeah. So we'll talk to everybody later.
Bye-bye.